What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from Geekster Labs, and today I have a sponsored review for a product that was sent to me from Maryble. And this is the Maryble Flip PU leather case with front card holder. So this is basically a synthetic leather style case, wallet style case if you will. I got three different versions, three different colors right here I can show you guys. So this retails currently for $8.99 on Amazon, so super cheap and affordable. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to purchase this off of Amazon or off of their website as well. But there's three different colors available. We got like a navy blue, a brown, and a black, and they also have cases available for the iPhone 10 and 10s as well. So here's some close-ups of the blue and the black. So you can see the blue is like a really dark blue, but it has like a nice look and finish to it. All these cases are really like minimalist. They're not super bulky. They'll do a good job of protecting your phone, but they're not going to add a bunch of bulk to it, and it will give you that addition of having that little kind of flap right here. So let me go take out the brown one here, and we'll show you some close-ups of this one. So as you can see right now, I have my driver's license in there. So you can stick quite a few different cards in there. You can probably put 3 or 4 credit cards if you really want to really bulk it up. There is no slots on the inside there. That's completely nice and smooth and flat right there. I mean, obviously the case would be a lot thicker if it did have those card slots, and they do offer those style of cases, but this particular one only has the holder in the front right here. So like I said, this is a PU leather, so that's basically like a synthetic type of leather. So it's not real leather, but it feels like real leather and it looks like real leather, so that's pretty nice. So let me go ahead and give you guys some close-ups of all the accessibility and ports. So here we see, I'm going to show you like the outside edge of it. Closes pretty flat. I've been using the black one quite a bit, but the brown one looks a little bit better on camera. So this one's not quite as broken in, but the black one is nice and worn out. I've been using it quite a bit. It is pretty handy to have that slot right there. I've been using this for whenever I go jogging and such. I'll stick my my driver's license in here and just put that in my running belt, and I just take that with me. But if you can always just have your driver's license and like your like one debit card or something if you're taking it to the gym or whatever. You can talk on it. It does have the holes on the top right here. You're not gonna be able to hear them as clearly as you would if you just open up the flap, but that is an available option if you don't want to have to open up the flap to answer calls. You can do that. There's nothing on the edges right here when it comes to buttons or things like that. You have to access that by opening it up. So when you open it up, we have like a TPU style type of material, smooth material on the inside right there. Opening for the mute switch, volume up and down, so those buttons are being covered up and blocked, but you can still feel the click through there, which is nice. Get to the bottom, we have a nice large opening for the lightning connector. It's not super tall, but it should be big enough to get most of your lightning connectors, even the ones that are, especially the ones that aren't Apple, the small Apple connectors, the lightning connector. I have a couple that are a little bit larger, but they were still able to fit in there pretty nicely. But like I said, it's not super high or super tall, so if you do have some connectors that are a little bit blocky, they may not be able to fit in that port. But the microphone lines up real well, speaker lines up perfectly, no issues with that. Get to the side, we have our sleep wake button, also being protected, but you can also still feel that click through there when you press down on it, so that's pretty nice. We get to the back of the case, we have the camera hole, so a nice perfect lined up cutaway right there. No issues with bounce back or anything with the flash. It all kind of lines up real well. You can kind of see the thickness of the case from that angle right there. So it does have some good drop protection. It's protecting all the corners and the screen. So if you were to drop this face down and if this flap stayed closed, no issues to the screen at all. But even when you open up the flap, there is a slight lip on the case, not by much, and it's hard to tell because I have a glass screen protector on my phone right now. But if you kind of look, you can kind of see that there's a slight lip, but barely. So I think if you were to drop this face down while the flap was open, it could possibly touch the screen, scratch the screen, whatever. But it's not like a huge lip or anything like that. So it kind of helps it to keep a little more low profile and easier to keep it nice and flat and closed. It doesn't add much bulk once it's on your phone right there. But overall, it's a nice looking case. Like I said, it's synthetic leather, but as you can see, the grain. It has a texture. I mean, if you didn't tell me it wasn't real leather, I probably would. It obviously doesn't smell like leather. You can tell it just by the smell, but by the look of it, it looks like leather. You know, I don't think most people will be able to tell the difference. And you know, the price point $9, you're not gonna expect to have an actual leather case for $9. So if you're looking for something that looks like leather, has a nice little pocket so you can hold your IDs and your debit cards or whatever, but you don't want to spend more than $10, that's a pretty decent deal right there. So not a bad deal if you ask me. So Maryble is the company right there. There's the name on the edge. And like I said, I'll have links down below in the description to make that easy to find if you guys want to check out this case. So if you guys want to check out any of my other video reviews, I have 2 of the clips over here you can click on. And you can check those videos out on my channel. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, make sure you click on my face. And don't forget to ring that bell to be notified of all my new reviews as they drop on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video review.